Okay, now, friends. So now this is my altar, the one erected to Papa Legba, aka Elegua, and by the looks of it, it's a beautiful, beautiful altar. And I'm gonna move the camera back a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of him in his full glory, and I'll explain the things that I have on here that's dedicated to him. So, so as you know, to give you a little history of Papa Legba, Elegua, Baron Samedi, and the Haitian Pantheon. You know, he's the Orisha that opens doors. He's symbolized as three keys. Quarry shells is his thing, and he's just all around. Nothing can be done without at least giving him the praise and the glory first. You have to start off every offering. He has to get a little portion of it in order for you to communicate with the Orishas in any form or any fashion, whether it's ritual work, whether it's just giving another offering to another Orisha, because he's the one that has their ear. He's known throughout as the road opener, the door opener, the way maker, symbolized by the cross, the Christian cross, the four corners of the earth, the crossroads. As you know, everybody know about the crossroads, and he's just an all around great Orisha. I mean, he's loving, he's caring, and his alter ego, who is Eshu. I have an altar erected to him, and we'll meet him one day. Uh, is over karma and all the good stuff. But right now, we're gonna focus on Papa Legba, Elegua to some, and Baron Samedi to others. So right now, what you're seeing right there is a bust of his head made from concrete and 7 equal parts dirt from 7 different crossroads, blended with 7 different waters from 7 different oceans. Believe it or not, I did the track. I did the rounds to create that because I made it myself, and I'll do a video on how to create your own, the proper way to create your own Elegua Elegba statue, bust, I should say. So, without further ado, let me let you meet my altar. So, as libation goes, I have Papa Legba like Bacardi. He likes rum, so and he loves coconut. So I just kind of went fancy with my man, and I got him a bottle of coconut rum, coconut Bacardi rum, and I pour it in the glass, and that's what he's sipping on, coconut Bacardi rum. I got him a fancy cigar because he loves cigar smoke. He loves his cigar smoke. I didn't put Babaku up there. Yeah, he loves Babaku, but I didn't put Babaku up there because that's for my Ogun statue. Ogun is more of a Babaku man, as in Papa Legba. He's more so of a rum drinker, Bacardi rum. So I got him a nice fancy cigar, and that's just his libation station for his drinks. Next time you see him, if I let you meet him again, or if I change anything up, he'll probably have another bottle of Bacardi, and a couple of his libations probably have 2 cups up there because sometimes he asks for two different kind of drinks. At one time he asked for a beer, which blew my mind. But hey, I had to give him a Guinness, you know. So that's so on your left, I would say, which is my right, because I'm viewing it. That would be his libation area. All right, directly across from that will be his offerings of fruits and the type of fruits he like. He loves bananas. For some reason, he loved for me to give him bananas, and he loves that butterscotch gourd. Uh, and then I got a little fancy with him again. I really do care for my Orishas because when they love and their faith and their power, they protects me, and I just give them all thanks. I know they are not God, but through them God works in my life. I have to say that. And so I went a little fancy. I got him a red banana. I tasted the thing myself, one of them, and I don't care for them. But he tended to like them because he kept showing me images in my mental of red bananas. And then I give him an apple because apple is supposed to be like a sacred fruit. And then the butternut squash gourd. Now, when you look at the butternut squash gourd, you will see that I have 5 pennies embedded in them, forming the shape of a cross. And those 5 pennies are pennies from the year. The pennies are all all from the year pure copper zinc pennies from before 1978. That's when pennies was really pure. 84, I think, when they started to change. But and they appreciate the hunt. When you hunt and you find exactly what it is to contact them with, they appreciate the hunt and they bless you for it. So if you ever want to, give an offering to them, try to find those pennies, those pure pennies, anything made before 84. I don't know the actual date. I try to get them in the 78, 79s. Just, so I know I won't go wrong. Uh, so yeah, I give him a butternut squash gourd, 2 bananas, an apple, and that's his offering. That's his food. That's totally separate from his libations and his cigar. That's his recreation. That's my thanks for him. The gourd is to keep him fed. The fruit is to keep him fed, to which I do. And I know you guys may be looking at it and you say, like, wow, he has 2 effigies of Papa Legba. Well, I do have 2 effigies because one is the bust to which he resides in, and the second one above him, which is on the third tier, that's for his beauty. That's for his beauty. I just think that's a beautiful setup. He have his his signature red and black beads, and he's holding a string of cowrie shells to let you know that he is in control. He is king. Uh, he is king. He is the one to be reverenced and respect prior. Then you have a bell in front of him, and I'm gonna go around here. I'm gonna go around here and ring his bell for him. That's his bell, and every time you wanna communicate with him, you have to ring that bell and and stomp on the floor 3 times, or his cane 3 times, and jam it on the floor to make it thunking sound, and that wakes him up. That alert him that you want to see him. So in the bottom hand corner right here, I have a pair of sunglasses because he loves sunglasses. He loves dark shades and he's cool. So then I got him a little fedora. I got him a little fedora because he's an old man. He's the cool guy. He's the old man that knows it all, that done seen everything, that can tell you life's story. He can tell you the past, the present, and the future. He's just an all around great guy, to which I kind of reverence and respect him a lot. Uh, and then I always keep a white candle burning, or a candle with his image on it, when I really want to communicate with him. But other than that, I just keep a white candle burning. It's something I get from a dollar store, 99-cent candles. I think they're going for like 125 now. But I just buy a whole box of them, and I just keep them burning. Uh, Behind that, I managed to put a couple toys down for him because he loves toys. Papa Legba love toys. He's a kid at nature, and he's known as a divine child in some of the patakis. He's known as the divine child. There's one pataki where he comes in the form of a baby, then he comes in the form as a kid, then he comes in the form as an old man. That given to alluding to the three alluding to the 3 signs. Birth, life, and then death. That's how I said past, present, and future. Things of that nature. And then I have 3 toys in here. I don't want to reach over because it'll give a shadow, and I don't know how to look on camera with you guys, but I'm looking through the camera right now, and I can see that you see the horse. Now I want to tell you something why I put the horse up there. The horse to me is significant, and it's a personal thing for me to put the horse up there, because I read a Pataki from Benin at one point where Olakun was the Orisha, the god at the bottom of the sea. He was a Orisha that created the horse because Olakun loved horses. And at that time, Papa Legba, he was governing the land. And Olakun came to Papa Legba and asked them, say, hey, I just created this magnificent beast to which I care for, but I'm the guard of the ocean and he can't run underwater. So would it be okay if I allow my horse to run on your land? And Papa Legba agreed, and thus the horse was born. Now, to me, this symbolized the first time that an Orisha was willing to work with another Orisha in all the Patakis that I read on a harmonious, peaceful level without any treachery or trickery, without any deals being made. It was just brother to brother. Hey, I would like to utilize this. That Pataki symbolized sharing and caring amongst equals, and that's what I like. So now behind him, I have a archer. I have an archer, the green arrow. I like that toy. I have that sitting behind him, standing against the wall, and I seen it. I got it from one of these restaurants, and I was playing with it myself, and then some just say I want that, and I don't know what you want, and I'm looking around. Then I had to look at my altar and say, oh, he wants it. So that's when I laid it down on his altar, and everything was happy, and the room got quiet, and everything just felt really good. So I try to get him a toy probably like once every 3 months or switch out toys depending on his preference. He typically lets me know. Um, okay, so next I have some coral shells, some coral reefs, I should say, inside his pottery bowl. Now let me tell you something about his pottery bowl. When I did his pottery bowl, because I created the Veva, I created the bus myself through specific instructions given to me by Baba Luaus and everything like that, and Ifa Priest. Uh, so I created the exact remnants. So they told me I had to draw his veve on the bottom before I set down the cement and the mud and everything I used to build him up. And then they say he'll tell you what he want to look like, and he'll give you the sign. So I drew his veve and I set his bust, I set the on top of his bust, and I put 3 keys in in there to symbolize. And I did it strictly how they said, and I'll get into that a little later. I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit so you guys can see the key. He has 3 keys, and that just symbolizes his power to open all doors. That nothing is blocked when it comes to him. He could get in. The the red tent you may see around the bandana that's on his head, that's actual blood from a couple ebos and offerings and stuff that I've made to him over the years. That's real animal blood that dried up. Rats, uh, things of that nature, mice, rats, things of that nature. You know, I ain't gonna talk about that too much. I don't want to offend anyone that's into that say the animal thing, but it's a part of the religion, and I'm a part of that religion. Uh, so Papa Legba also like candy. Anything a kid would like, he would like. So you have to treat him like a kid, but respect him as a man. That's what we all want. A big kid at heart. And so I give him all kind of various candies, and sometimes I open the candy, sometimes I leave it up there until I'm praying and meditating. I sit with him about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, meditate with him. Then I open up the candy and give it to him and let him, snack and eat on the candy, and just let it sit up there. So sometimes this altar was full of candy, and as you see, I got 2 candy canes and a 3 musketeer. So now I have a chess piece, right? Let me tell you something about this chess piece. My son gave me this chess piece. It was a fully glass chess piece that you're looking at, and I was teaching him how to play, and he broke it. And when my son he got a little angry. When he broke the chessboard, that king piece rolled and shattered on the floor, and that piece jumped inside the altar where Legbar was. So I took that as a sign. Okay, it went over there. He must want it. So that's when I just like gave it to him. And it's been a part of this forever. Even when you can see a little cement when I had to redo them and stuff. If the cement dried up, I went around and redid it. And he's just a great guy all around. I keep him lavish with various cigars. He likes that. He liked those White Owl, cause he was the expensive Monte Crisco's. I'm sorry. He loves that expensive stuff. Don't give him no bougie cigar. So now I'm finna move it back a little bit so you guys can continue seeing the whole thing. So now I want to explain the wood. Now I'll tell you, I was going through something one day, and I really wanted something from Papa Legba. In a way, I really wanted something from Papa Legba, and I wanted some clarity about something. I was asking him, show me a sign that you hear me, show me a sign that you hear me, because I was in deep meditation and thought and everything of that nature. And lo and behold, as I was walking, I stepped on this piece of wood. This wood is beautifully cut. They wasn't cut down any trees or anywhere. It just looked like something that he wanted. So I picked it up. I continued my walk, my little 2-3 mile walk as I meditate sometime and do. And I put it on his altar, and for some reason it just fit like a puzzle. It just bring. I heard a bing in my head, and it just looked so beautiful, and it fit. And it's been out there about 2 years now. So, and that's it. I mean, I just wanted you guys to meet my altar. It wasn't nothing fancy. It wasn't nothing pretty. Just meet my altar day. I have 9 other additional altars around my house dedicated to Orishas, and one for prosperity and money. By the time this is over with, you'll get to meet all of them. And if I erect another one, I'll let you meet that too. I want to say I have a red feather in here that I used to write. Anytime I'm writing a letter to him, I normally like to write it in crayon. But when it's something I got to put on a like a partition, I really want him to get into, I will use that feather to dip it inside whatever kind of ink I'm using, tree sap ink I'm using, in order for him to hear the message. And that's what I just wanted to say. So I thank you guys again for watching this video, for patronizing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this was it was my pleasure to let you guys meet my altar. If you have any questions again, feel free to email me at askbaronsamedi.alchemy@gmail.com, or comment but down below, or anything you want to know. I'll be glad to tell you a little bit more. I wish I could do a Ebo to him on YouTube, but that would be like just animal cruelty to some, and I think they'll block the channel. But nevertheless, hey, that was my altar. Thank you guys again, and remember, trust the you and universe, because at the end of the day, you all you got. Thank you, and you guys be blessed.